Hi guys, and welcome to another unboxing video. My name is Thomas, and today I wanted to go with something mild, so I went for a Bowmore 15, just something subtle. Cheers guys. Very nice. Soft on my sensitive stomach. So today I got a rather small box in. It's very light as well. And I'm pretty sure I know what this is. So let's take a look at it. I must admit that I entirely forgot what this keyboard looked like. But that's one of the joys of doing unboxing videos. You get to rediscover all those things you talked about a while ago. Because frankly, I've got so many communications open with manufacturers, it's difficult to keep them all separated, especially as I have the memory of a goldfish, so often those things blur. But that's okay. Wow. You'd almost think that this is a white box sample. By the way, that's a sort of corporate term for prototype, but it's not. It's just a white box, but it does actually have the logo on it. I don't think this is a prototype. Blah blah blah. Where's this from? Galleria Tormes numero 1 planta 1 derecha oficina. That's from Spain. I don't know if this company, Gamakay, I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know where that's from. I thought it was from China, actually. Pretty sure it was from China, but who knows? So let's see, what have we got here? Magnetic Phoenix Gamakay switches, 16.8 million RGB backlight colors, DKS rapid trigger, full key hot swappable. Yeah, so really just a magnetic keyboard. No, this is particularly special. Yeah, manufacturer for blah blah Shenzhen something. Okay, so even the back of the keyboard, it looks more like a shipping manifest than really a product box. This is the most understated box I've ever seen in my life, if this is not a white box sample. Wow. Nice. Cool. So let's have a look. Ooh, that's typically a German word. Tastaturbeleuchtungseinstellung. Yes, of course. As you say, brother. This is not even a manual. This is just a safety and compliance information, as Corsair would call it. So let's see what we got here. Reserved keycaps. I think I know this keycap set. There's no way you'll be able to see that on camera, I reckon, but this looks like an extremely standard keycap set from AliExpress or something. I think I've seen this keycap set about 1 billion times before. That's alright. And a cable, just standard USB cable, and a standard keycap and switch puller. Nice, a pre-splayed one. Always like those. It's the little things in life, So, I don't think there's really no fanfare in here. I'm really starting to wonder if this is a prototype now. So, I'll contact them back. Yeesh, it's so light. So this thing is clearly plastic. I'm not going to do a flex test here. I'm going to leave that for the review. But this thing is going to flex like a motherfucker. I can tell you that. Dongle hidden under one of the feet. That's a nice place to put it. Most of the time they, hide them somewhere in the bottom. I think under the feet is as good a place as any. 2-stage feet. TK75HE V2 magnetic switch keyboard. Yeah, looks like clamped construction. Ooh, what's that sound? Okay. Let me just, yeah, sure, I'll see if I can connect it with this cable. I have a backup extension cord here, very useful for cases like this. Open a switch diagnostic tool so we don't accidentally stop the recording while typing or something. Plug that in. This sound is very strange. They definitely did something to this. I don't know. I can't imagine they're dampened keycaps. Maybe this case is just filled with gelatin or something. So this whole thing is plastic, right? And I should hold it up for the camera, by the way. There you go. It's even got a little screen in it, which is nice. So this whole case is plastic, and normally plastic cases are very loud, let's say, because they don't dampen noise like heavy case material, like with you know, metal or aluminium or whatever. And yet this thing makes virtually no noise. It's very silent. Suspiciously silent. So I'm wondering what they did to the case, because I don't think, yeah, the plate, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I should switch off the lights for a second. Yeah, if I hold it up, maybe you can see it. So the plate appears to be colorless perspex or polycarbonate or some sort of plastic in any case. Meaning it's just very, very cheap materials, at least at this part. And none of this dampens sound. This should be clacking like a fucking Razor Black Widow or something, but it doesn't. It's super silent. So let me just pull off some of the... Well, let's just see what happens if I pull out a switch. Yeah, I mean, it looks... So Gamakay branded, yellow slider, sort of orange, red, brown bottom. The switch looks very typical. I'm not entirely sure whether it might have some dampening material in it. Let's see if I can open it up, actually. Would a normal cherry opener work? Probably not. No. Fuck it, I'm just going old school. Just gonna go with pliers. Tweezers, or forceps, I should say. Pliers would be a little bit heavy-handed. That said, this thing does not yet want to give up its secrets. I'm having to be a little bit rough here. I found that, so this is the Cherry MX top housing that has a sort of large single leg rather than the two tiny legs on both sides. And in my experience, this type of design is much more difficult to take off than the four-leg design. Fucking hell, I cannot open this for the life of me. It's a shame they didn't give me any spare switches. I could open this, but I don't want to utterly destroy it, especially on camera. Okay. This motherfucker, you are going to yield, I tell you. And even with a knife. Okay, let's have a look. Very big spring in here. Both long and very large in diameter. That's definitely not Cherry MX compatible. That was a light pipe. And yeah, no dampening in here of any kind, as I suspected. But the case, I mean, I can see some foam. I think it's one layer of foam. That's not out of the ordinary. That's pretty much standard now. So I don't think it is that. Man, I really wonder what this switch is. Sorry, what this keyboard really is doing. Let's see, reversible slider or not? Dual leg, by the way, for added stability, or so they say. Is this slider reversible? Yes, appears to be. Oh no, man, I nearly overlooked it. Yes, there are in fact, there are in fact dampeners in this slider. Side slung ones, exactly like Alps switches, except they poke out, so it's not that posts rise to meet them, it's that they themselves hit the top and the bottom of the housing. So it's also two-way silent, which makes sense. Okay, so that clears up a lot of mysteries. I'm glad I took a look there. And of course, I'm being a bit of an idiot. There you go. Bam. So I can see, like I said, I can see some sort of layer of foam in here. But I think the fact that they are integrally silenced, well, dampened really I should say, does probably make a big difference here. So TMR is one of those technologies, one of the two technologies that's trying to take over from Hall effect. The switches themselves are very similar, if not compatible. It depends a little bit on how you design it. But it's mainly the sensors that are different. But this, I think the caps, on reflection, the caps are not exactly the set that I think they are. In fact, they look lasered rather than double shot. Yeah, definitely lasered. They look more like Corsair keycaps. It's very difficult to see that, I would imagine. That's the problem with these black keyboards. They don't necessarily show that well on the camera. But still, little decorative light strip on the right as well, and this little clock thingy. At the moment it's saying it's about 1:15 in the afternoon, which it's not. It's 9:30 in the evening, but that's all right. Volume knob. I remember what this reminds me of now. It's especially this knob thing here. I keep forgetting what it's called. Let's see, is it over there? I think it's the low free keyboards. I think it is. I can just about make them out on my wall there. I think it's the low free keyboards. They had, I think, also the same layout. They were also made out of plastic. They had exactly this style of knob. They were painted in different colors, and I think they may even have had a screen here. So it could be that it's really just a rebranded TMR-ified low free. I think it was low free. I could be wrong. My memory is terrible, but that might be it. Well, in any case, there's loads of keyboards that look like this, especially on the Chinese market. It's so light, man. Well, I'm not entirely sure how much this keyboard costs, by the way. In fact, TMR is rare enough on keyboards. I'm not sure I really know of any price trends yet, but well, it's something I'll discuss in the review. In any case, I've been waffling on for long enough about this keyboard now, I reckon. So I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing, and it'll follow in a review sometime down the road. But for now, see you later. Bye, guys.